guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I am actually doing something a little bit different than a vlog this time. I am just doing a little sit down talk with you guys. Today I am talking about tips on how to study for exams. I just finished my last exam today and oh my gosh, I am so happy to be on break. Because now, tomorrow, I'm actually leaving for vacation and I'm so excited for it. I'm so stoked. I know a couple people haven't actually had their exams yet. They don't have it until like January. So I wanted to do this little video dedicated to those people. And I also actually did a poll on Snapchat and Instagram what video you guys wanted to see from me. And it was either a pack with me for Christmas vacation or how to study for midterms/exams. And as you guys now know, the midterm exam thing won. So I'm just gonna give you guys some tips and tricks on how I studied for exams and midterms and felt very prepared for it. So let's go. So my first tip is to narrow down your notes that you need to study for. And what I mean by that is to look through your notes. All of the notes that you took in that semester. I know, it's very scary seeing how freaking thick that is. I just go through all of my notes and then I just pick out sections that I need to study more in and things I don't need to study as much in. Because not everyone is going to know certain sections in different like subjects like that because it is very time consuming. School is definitely not something easy that comes to everybody. So that's why you want to organize your notes into things that I'm more confident in and things that I'm less confident in. That only narrows down things that you need to study for less. It gives you less time that you need to study for because nobody wants to study 24 hours. So for me, I actually started on the very beginning of the year when I first got notes. I had like a binder divider and I kept them in separate parts. So I had this side for notes that I'm more confident in and I really know in the back of my mind. And on the other side, I had notes that I needed more work on. So yeah, make sure to organize your notes. That's very important. Tip number 2 is to give yourself enough time to study sections in small portions. Emphasize on the word small portion. 2 words, small portions. Oh my god. I used to be that person that was just like, I'm studying all of this in one day. I don't know how my younger self could have handled that, but not anymore. I cannot do that. Stretch it out a little bit more. If you study for one day, make it 2. If you study for 2, make it 4. It won't hurt. Just try and make sure you have enough time to study in small portions because it will be very overwhelming. I promise you, it's gonna be very overwhelming when you have to study so much in just one day. I guess what I'm saying is to be a little bit more easier on yourself when you study because your body will thank you afterwards. I promise. Tip number 3. 3? Yeah, 3. Is to make time for studying. Don't find it. Let me tell you, pretending like, oh my gosh, I can't study because I can't find the time for it was my number 1 excuse to not study. Oh my gosh, I live with that regret for the rest of my life now. When you get into the habit of making excuses of just like procrastinating, just saying like, but I have to do this, but I have to do that, I can't study. No, you can. You just have to make the time for it. You can't find it. I know most people do sports and then people use that as an excuse not to study, but sometimes you gotta be a little bit more flexible. But yeah, try and be more strict on yourself, but also still go easy. Like I said in the second tip, is to stretch out your time, but still be very strict. Just try and go right in the middle. My 4th tip is to get enough rest. And I know for a fact that a lot of teens and maybe even like kids nowadays who are younger than me I know I'm still a kid, but that's the first word that came to my mind. A lot of teens especially, they don't get enough sleep, and we always stay up, whether it's for homework, whether it's, I don't know, sports again. It's gotta be something. Even if it's like technology and stuff. Try and get enough rest. Let me tell you, I used to stay up at 1 a.m. every single night. My mind didn't get enough energy, and I wasn't too focused in my studies before when I was like studying for tests and stuff, so I was always like half asleep, also half awake when I was studying for tests. I started going to sleep at like 10:30, like 10 to 10:30, and that made a drastic change in my mental state. I was more focused, I felt more organized, I felt more refreshed, and it will definitely help you guys too. Trust me, trust the process. My fifth and final tip is to keep a positive mindset once you are given that test. As cliche and as cheesy as that sounds, it is true. It really does help when you convince yourself, hey, you can do this. You know all the context, you know all the information. You're gonna do great. Don't overthink it. You're gonna do great. I started telling myself that when I've been given tests ever since last year, and it really does help. It has helped my grades a lot in the past, and so before, when I was thinking negatively, like, I'm scared for this test, I am definitely not gonna do well, it really made me expect the expected. But when I started being more positive about tests and stuff, I got better grades than what I would have thought that I would be given if I didn't think that. Trust the process again, guys. Trust the process when you guys try and think more positively when you're given your exams, because it does help. It does help. So guys, that's all my tips for today. I know there wasn't a lot, but that's all I could think of right now. I might do a part 2 to this if I do think of any more tips, but that's all my tips for now. So if you guys like this video, please hit that like button and make sure to subscribe, because a lot of my viewers, they're not subscribed, and that kind of hurts my feelings. It kind of hurts my feelings. So please consider subscribing to me. Thanks. But anyways guys, that's enough of this video. I'll see you guys in a future video. Bye!